Telatalk season 7, episode 10, the finale.
Facts, we here. 7 seasons, 7 rings. Count them.
Pussy.
Yo, that's never happened before, right?
What?
7 championships for any sport. Probably never.
Hell no. Jordan them got 6. That's the most.
In a row?
In a row? No, they didn't even get 6 in a row. No, hell no. In a row, it has to be like 3 is the most.
Damn, that just shows how great we are.
The only reason Jordan them didn't get, I think it was like might have been 4 or 5, was because he went and quote unquote retired.
He had to get that bag, that gambling bag.
That's a fact.
Yo, you know what the worst part about that Miguel song is?
What?
It's like not like the rapey vibes in it, but that he's saying like he only hopes it's 2 or 3 drinks. Like what that tells me is that he's broke.
Oh, what that tells me, that nigga's frugal. Nigga, he don't want to spend that money.
Chill, what that pussy worth?
Apparently 2 or 3 drinks.
How much is a stream worth?
Nah,
you saw they put that info out?
That's definitely bullshit info if they put it out. What did it say?
So, it's different for Spotify and Apple.
Yeah,
but
I'm assuming. Yeah, Tidal pays out the most.
I have no idea. 1 million streams on Spotify get you like $3,200. On Apple, it gives you like 5,000.
That's trash.
For 1 million streams. That
trash,
is
trash.
Yo,
niggas is basically paying you like a 3% of what you bring to their fucking platform.
All my homeboys with music, I'm gonna put your SoundCloud on play while I sleep. I need to help you.
Facts. Repeat.
We need
it.
Yeah,
the same record. Repeat.
That's
the
just
same
crazy,
record.
bro. 1 million streams for $3,000. That's crazy.
But it probably is because music is so the length isn't long like anymore.
What do you mean?
Like music now is like 2 minutes. Because for podcasts they be paying niggas. Like, well, they pay the people who are the biggest for sure. Like somebody just got some murder podcast that's on Spotify just got like $10 million.
The shitty thing with podcasts is that like it's retention. Like that's a whole. It's length. Yeah,
I hold you for 3 hours. You niggas listen to my voice for 3 hours. You listen to AB Dash say random shit for 3 hours.
That's crazy. Not even my girl could put up with that.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
You know what's funny about that? Is if any girl is like, yo, I don't really fuck with you like that. I'm like, yo, I got like 20,000 people that listen to me weekly. Like, relax, shorty. Relax. It's 3 hours of people listening to me just bullshit.
Yo, I can't wait to be you know, some days like you're not always in the best mood. It's just like whatever, fuck it, and you're not that talkative.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it to hit me with you always got something to say on your stupid podcast though.
Yeah, we get paid for this. Relax.
That's crazy.
Relax.
2 or 3 drinks.
This pays the bills. 2 or 3 drinks. That's what you get paid for.
Facts. Bro.
2 or 3 drinks. That's a nasty nigga. You better get some like
2 or 3.
You better get some real strong drinks, nigga.
Facts. Like, what time did you even get there? Like, what's the game?
That nigga sound like he was at 10:30. He was trying to dip.
He showed up at 10:30.
He was trying to leave.
He was trying to leave by 11:30 latest. He had a show.
That's the best way to do it. In and out. In and out. Like a robbery. Nobody's pleasing over the M of Doom.
Oof. How's that whole bar? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
You know how that whole bar goes.
I do, but I like to think about it. And not like 1, 2, 3, nobodies, please.
Yeah.
Nobodies. Please.
Yeah. Double entendre. Don't ask me how. We can.
Wait, hold up.
What?
I remember as a kid, I must have been like 16, 17.
You were a kid then?
Compared to now, yeah. You never look at your 16-year-old self and be like, alright, fuck that kid.
Not really.
Nah, all the time. I was playing Minecraft or something back then, so.
At 17. That's what you're going to say? That's all you were going to say? That you're playing Minecraft at 17?
This podcast is brought to you by Minecraft.
This nigga, we got sponsored by Minecraft.
We be making
y'all niggas already know we got the bag and we get involved by Minecraft.
You be seeing nothing but like Minecraft posts.
That's
on
a
Instagram
fact.
I'll
post Minecraft every fucking 30 minutes on my story.
I'll never talk about clothes again. And we got the Minecraft.
Fuck clothes, nigga. We got that Minecraft bag.
Fuck out of here.
Them other niggas just heard me bite that fucking hall like crazy.
It's not even a Halls. It's a Ricola.
Ricolas are better, nigga. They just more expensive.
Deadass?
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody order Ricola.
Well, Halls is like more name brand.
That's whatever. Yo, speaking of that, like, I looked in my pantry the other day, my medicine pantry.
Yeah.
This is season 7 finale, by the way.
Yeah, facts.
There was, this shit, it was just tussin. It wasn't Robitussin. It was just tussin.
Oh, this nigga got the great value Robitussin.
I was like, yo, the fuck is this?
Nigga just mix raw honey and like ginger and is like, here.
That shit's fire. That shit would be fire.
Maybe. I don't like ginger. I don't like the taste of ginger that much.
Nah, you only need a little bit too. I started squeezing oranges every morning now. I'm like 5 days
Like
in.
freshly orange, like squeezed orange juice.
Yeah,
Oh,
I get
yeah.
fresh squeezed orange juice, mix it with honey. But the thing is, like,
Honey.
yeah, the thing
Oh,
is,
this
like,
nigga a psychopath.
the thing is that I have to warm the orange juice to make the honey like.
Oh, this nigga is
mesclate.
dead ass a psychopath. How you put a fruit that already has mad sugar in it with honey in it?
Nah, cause like the natural oranges, they're not that sweet.
I guess.
They're like okay sweetness.
I guess. Well, now you guys know AB Dash's morning routine before he goes to work. Load up on sugar, nigga.
Load up on sugar. No crash though, cause it's vegetables. Comes from nature.
We can transition this to the Kitchenada album. Bubba dropped Friday. Yeah, it dropped Friday.
Shout out Bubba. Shout out to Free Nationals.
17 song album, 51 minutes.
That shit felt like a movie.
Nah, that album was good though to me. I like the other one before this one. I think it was like 99.9% or something like that. That album was better to me because I like the production on the album better. But this album was really good. He did really good. Well, he always does good with like features. My favorite records on there was 10% Kali Uchis, Gray Area McJenkins, and then Oh No with Estelle. I haven't heard Estelle in forever.
I really like. Yeah, we talked about that last week. We were like, "Yo, what's that track in the sound?"
It sounded good. It sounded really good.
And I really like that Kali Uchis and that Mick Jenkins track surprised me too.
I don't know why. It's because you have like this fucking preconceived shit. No, it's because
you're only as good as your last project.
And Mick Jenkins' last project was hard. You're thinking about the project before the last project.
Yes, the last project
that you heard.
Yeah.
The last project that you heard was hard.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to spell K-Tronada.
Nigga, it's K, Tran, and then Ada. That's it.
Whatever, bro.
Nigga don't know how to spell Nada.
Yo, that Charlie Day Wilson song, What You Need, I like that one too.
This whole album was good. Like, out of the 17 records, I think I put like 10, maybe 10 or 12 in there.
I felt like less enjoyment on the latter half of the project.
What do you mean, on the second half?
Yeah, like I was going through it. It's one of those just like
Let me see.
Like substance wise, it wasn't really dragging me in there.
Oh, I like the To the Music with Aman Amari. I like that record a lot too.
It's jam packed in the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, but the thing is,
even the Skateboard P track at the end, I was like,
I didn't like that record. I didn't like that record.
It sounds like somebody. All right, it sounds like K-Tronada made what a Pharrell feature.
That's exactly what I was
like.
gonna say. I was like, he didn't make the house sound that he normally makes. He just made a sound that Pharrell already sounds like. It doesn't sound like a Pharrell song.
It was like you were trying to convince him to get on it. Like, hey, bro,
basically,
get on
it's
it.
basically like just feeding him the record that he knows he would already get on.
Subliminal messaging, bro.
And I would love to hear what both of them would do as production wise together if they like both mixed in.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe niggas get nervous around P because it's like, alright, nigga, I looked up D my whole life, so I would just do whatever you say.
Fact. I don't know, when I was listening to this, it sounded like the Twitch streamer music.
Does it? I like his shit a lot.
That's the type of shit they play. They play a lot of electronic shit.
A lot of house music.
Yeah.
The thing that I like about K-Tronada is that the plus that he gets is that the music is easy to listen to, but that's also a negative.
Yes. I would say that like if you put this front to back at like a chill party,
nobody
was saying that.
I told you that. The one day we went to the rooftop bar with your cousins, they had a whole K-Tronada set which literally just was a SoundCloud playlist.
Yeah,
and I'm like, all right,
people were feeling it. I was liking it.
It was a good mix, and it was just K-Tronada shit that he mixed himself, and this nigga's getting paid to do that.
Legendary.
that nigga's on another
level. We gotta
level.
start going to parties just playing like fucking
K-Tronada mixes.
Yeah, and DJ Slim K.
I mean, that guy probably got paid like $400 or $500 to do that set that night, and that's it. And all he did was sit down on SoundCloud.
That's easy bread, bro. $500 a night to entertain white people. I ain't no slave though.
And think about it like this, nigga. If you're a popular DJ and you
can ask for more, for sure.
Nigga, Paris Hilton get paid $1 million to do a fucking DJ set. And all she has is a preset playlist, and she just plays it.
She didn't even make that.
She didn't even got to be there.
Paris Hilton has been in and out of rehab so much, she's missed out like on mad music.
I don't know anything about her. I just know that she get paid $1 million per set that she does.
I don't even think she's been in rehab. I think I'm just chatting. Truthfully,
how do they got? Is Paris Hilton like from the Hilton Hotels family or something like that? How the fuck them niggas got money?
I don't know, bro.
Damn, we need an intern. We need an intern. Cause this nigga just ate a full pub sub. Now this nigga moving.
I ate half a pub sub.
Nigga moving in slow mo. And he wanted to eat a slice of pie too.
Yeah, we should have got a slice of pie.
Hell no,
yo,
nigga.
guess her DJ name. Guess her DJ name.
I don't know. PH
DJ Hilton.
That's not bad. That's very lazy, but it's not bad.
Bro, it's pretty bad. Yo, she signed to Warner Brothers and Cash Money.
All right.
Yo,
Baby just get money from everybody. I don't blame you. It should not take this long for you to find out how she got this money. It should be like the first link on Wikipedia.
Yes.
She's from the Hilton's hotel family?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
We got to get Xavier and Paris Hilton together. So that nigga got to stop Venmoing chicks.
Yo, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this on the pod, but...
if you have to preface that, you're not supposed to say that on the pod.
He's spending Christmas Eve with the fam and another holiday with somebody else.
Damn, it's quiet. Rick Rubin and Andre 3000 had a sit-down interview. Also, I don't know where the fuck Rick Rubin just started automatically doing podcasts out of nowhere.
No clue. I thought it was just like a one-off thing.
Yeah, I thought it was a one-off
with
thing
him
with
and Kendrick.
Yeah, well, with Pharrell. I didn't know he did one with Kendrick. Oh, he did one a while ago.
Yeah, mad long ago.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It was back when nobody cared.
So he gave, it was back when niggas wasn't really doing that type of numbers off of, or didn't know they could do that type of number off of podcasts.
Yep.
Because I think that was like when we had the other podcasts.
That was like 2015. That was like before Damn.
Yeah.
It was just after T-Pap.
So 3 Stacks had an interview with...
Foreshadowing.
Facts. With Rick Rubin, and he was speaking to his troubles with creating. He said, I haven't been making much music.
Man, you gotta say the man.
Well, hold on. I couldn't see the whole thing because I got this shit cut off, so I just was reading what I can see. I haven't been making much music, man. My focus is not there. My confidence is not there.
Bro.
You do it then, nigga.
I can't give
me pointers.
Like, I'm gonna read this like I give a fuck at least.
I can't, nigga, you know I gotta read slow. I can't read. But yeah, he was. But that is surprising to hear somebody that is revered in music to say that, yo, I don't have the confidence to make music right now.
Yeah.
Like literally anything he put out right now, niggas gonna be like, yo, that shit was crazy. Like his last verse on Ventura on the fucking Anderson .Paak album, that shit was a hard ass verse, and you telling me that you don't have the confidence to make Ventura, that shit?
He was on Erykah Badu's project a few years ago. He was on The Blonde. He was on fucking.
He was on Blonde on what?
He's on the solo reprise, where it's just like, eh.
Nigga, I'm talking about he had a verse, not what he just did, because he does mad.
No, he did the whole rap.
Oh, because I know he was on 30 Hours just doing ad libs.
30 Hours doing ad lib. What else was he was on the James Blake project?
Yeah.
He's been rapping.
No, he's been rapping, but I think people
the Tribe album.
I think people are looking for him to make an album. I'm not really, because I know that he's.
Look, if he wanted to make one, he would have made one.
Yeah, but he was just saying like he just all he does is just sit at the piano and just records him just making whatever sounds that are put through his fingers, and he just plays it on the piano. This nigga is the best at saying that he just bullshits.
So he plays clarinet at the airport.
That's dope though.
That's fine.
That nigga be in his own world. That's dope. That's what I mean. Like the shit that we find like extremely dope about him is like it's kind of like that thing where like you think that you're not as good as everybody else thinks you are. Like everybody has that thing. Like I'm not as good as everybody else thinks I am, and that's a good thing to have. So you don't want to be the nigga be like, yeah, I'm the best at this shit.
Facts. And becoming in third place.
Yeah, facts.
Oof.
I feel like you have somebody in mind for that one.
I don't fuck with niggas who lose in third place.
He also was talking about. He also talked about how maybe it's a history handicapping him too as well. I mean that is a lot because nigga, you have like one of the most iconic groups of all time. Yeah, so they're gonna put your music up to that always.
You got diamond albums.
Facts.
Like.
Then like just saying that there's people to this day that don't got diamond albums as much as the stream service shit that y'all see. There's niggas. I think the last nigga who got diamond albums might have been like Outkast, to be honest. DMX has one. Outkast has one.
In terms of like a whole album, not many people.
Surprisingly, you know what hip hop album?
I think Post Malone got a diamond.
You know what hip hop album has like 20 million?
Illest.
Not Illest.
Nah.
You mean
License to Ill?
Nah, it's the Fugees, the first album that came out. That shit had like 20 million copies sold.
Deadass.
Yeah, the Killing Me Softly joint. Ooh. I forgot what the album name is. Niggas gonna kill me for that shit. But that album has a lot too.
Can't wait for someone to say the Far Side.
Far Side does not have a diamond album. I can tell you that right now. He was talking about he doesn't want to just. From what it sounds like to me, he just doesn't want to put out music just to put out music. And that's a good space to be in.
He's got to wait for every Outkast fan to die.
Nigga, he not outliving every Outkast fan. The fuck? But nah, I respect that though. Like you're not putting out shit just for the fact of putting out shit. Like,
For sure.
I'm not doing it to chase a bag. I'm also interested in how this nigga got a bag, but I'm be counting this nigga fucking pockets.
The last thing he put out on his own free will was like some random Mother's Day shit.
Oh yeah, he did have that Mother's Day pack with like three records.
And
on
like
there
one of them
ago.
shits
I
is
forgot about that.
One of them shits is just 18 minutes of him playing the clarinet with James Blake on piano.
That's exactly what he just told you that he does, and just records it on his iPhone. So that's funny to me, to be honest. But that could be that maybe like that wasn't received well, like what he was trying to do there in that space.
Yeah,
so
I liked it.
I think that's better reserved for you, not like putting it out as like a project. It's just like just throw that shit on SoundCloud and just let that shit
I think
rock.
that's where it went.
No, I think it's on streaming platforms, ain't it?
Nah,
it's not. Well, then he did it right, then for sure. Like that's just something that like you wanted to put out that you've been working on for a while. Also, how the fuck did James Blake get cool with Andre 3000?
I don't know, but apparently they're pretty cool. They've been on each other's shit.
I've been in Soho a billion times, never seen 3 Stacks, but I see everybody post pictures of him in Soho.
That's not fair.
That shit got me kind of tight.
Just wait at the airport.
Because there's only like 4 niggas I would ever take a picture with, or ask to take a picture with, and he's one of them.
And Danny DeVito's the other one.
I'll definitely take a picture with Danny DeVito. only because I didn't know that Danny DeVito was like an internet sensation, my nigga. I thought we were just joking on that shit, and then like I found out through other people, like, yo, that nigga is like beloved on the internet.
People fucking.
I did not know that. I just thought we used to bullshit about it. I didn't know that people fuck with Danny.
People also love like that. Wee Man
from Jackass.
Yeah, people. Fuck
that nigga still alive? I thought that nigga died.
Nah, it's I can't remember his name, but the one from Austin Powers, the old man from Austin Powers, he passed. I think his name is Vern. He passed away.
I think it is Vern. It's Vern.
But Wee Man is still alive. He actually like made a post on Reddit back when Vern passed away. He's like, "Hey, I didn't die. That was not me."
I didn't even think it was because of him. I just thought he died. Like most of the people from Jackass died.
That's not true.
It's a few of them that died.
Only like 1.
2.
Who? It's just that Ryan Dunn and somebody else.
Look, you just said only 1.
Yeah, just 1.
You just said him and somebody else. That's 2, nigga.
I was thinking of Paul Walker.
This nigga, relax. What's up with you, fucking Paul Walker?
Yo, they CGI'd him into the movie, bro. That's crazy.
What you think they were gonna do? Not make the movie, nigga? This is fucking Hollywood. Nah, nigga, that's $1 billion movie. No way they was gonna let niggas.
They should have just skipped to Fast and Furious 9.
Honestly, I would have made half a movie and then just made the other half there.
Make it an EP.
Niggas said make it an EP.
Make it a short film.
We can transition this to Ho's 2019 playlist, which is always fucking interesting to me with the music that this nigga listens to all the time.
What's something on here that like struck you as odd?
Let me see. I kind of struck me as odd that he had Tyler on there.
It's only 40 songs.
Yeah, it kind of struck me that he had Tyler on there. Like I like Tyler a lot, but maybe I didn't know that like
he's got a lot of Lil TJ.
Who the fuck is Little TJ?
I have no idea.
Little Tekka?
Nah, Lil TJ. You know Lil Tekka?
I know who Lil Tekka is because my little cousin. I told you my little cousin came up to me and he was like, "Yo, who's your favorite rapper?" And I was like, "Yo, Jay-Z." And he was like, "Mine's Little Tekka." And I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?" Let me see if there's any like standouts. It's kind of funny that you got your wife on there.
I mean, she makes good music.
Who else?
Oh, it's from the Lion King soundtrack? Fuck out of here.
Who else? There's nobody that really strikes me like that. It's dope that he has Snow Allegra on there, and he has the song on Snow Allegra's album that I like the most.
The intro?
Yeah, that intro record is really hard.
It's weird. Yo, he got the Kanye song out there.
What song?
Follow God.
Oof. See, this is how I know Hope you paying attention. My son got Rock Marciano on there at number 38. That's what I'm talking about, Hope. I also find that this nigga got Pop Smoke on that shit. Yeah. Damn. I don't know who Lil TJ is at all. Like that nigga knows more about music than I do, and
he fucks with Lil Baby heavy.
I mean, Lil Baby make good music though. To be honest,
all right,
it sounds similar, but he makes good music. It's kind of like the Kitchen Island shit, where it's easy to listen to of the music. Like he just stays in the pocket of that music and just lets it rock.
Baby on Baby.
That's the baby, nigga, not Little Baby.
What about Young Boy Never Broke Again? He's on here.
I don't know who that is. Who the fuck is that?
Young Boy.
Oh, that's what it stands for?
Yeah, Never Broke Again.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he has him and T Grizzly on here, to be honest. But he does like T Grizzly. Maxo Cream is another person that I'm pretty surprised that he has on here. A lot of people like Maxo Cream. Pop Smoke.
He's got that Summer Walker Bryson Tiller song on here. I know you love that one.
I don't listen to Summer Walker like that. Like I know a lot of people like her music, but I'm not really like heavy on it. He has a few records on here that I'm like, oh shit, like that's definitely like he has the Solange Benz record on there. That's
he's
a record
got 2 Solange records. He's got the one with Playboi Carti on it.
Yeah.
Therefore, Playboi Carti is Jay-Z's favorite rapper.
I like that he had Drake in and Ross on there with Golden Roses, but then he had them on with Money in the Grave. I don't like that record at all.
I like Money in the Grave over Golden Roses.
Nah, I like Golden Roses over that other record. It's just the beat sounds better to me than Money in the Grave. Money in the Grave just sounds like
I just like hearing put the money in the.
That's what I don't like about that shit. It's too repetitive. I don't like that shit at all. He has my favorite record off of the Perfect 10 album with Mustard and Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, bro. I didn't notice that he had Highest in the Room on here.
Yeah, I saw he had Highest in the Room on there.
I don't even like that shit.
They play it. The thing is, I think like Travis suffers from the same shit that Drake suffers from me. Is that
it's filled up with ideas.
Your music is too accessible to everybody. Like not accessible, but it's too saturated. Like everybody doesn't sell your record, so I hear that all the time. So I get annoyed by it.
I can see that. It's like if everywhere I'm going, I'm hearing your record, I'm like,
yeah, like I'm cool. Dude. I'm cool. This isn't like the 2000s.
Bro, he's
like,
got a Rush track on here.
No, you're lying,
bro. It's
what number is it?
13.
Damn, I didn't even see it.
To be honest. It's been cool rocking with you. You've been canceled.
Yeah, I've never listened to Russ music. Is his music genuinely as bad as people make it seem?
I've never listened to Russ music.
All right, we got to listen to it when we're back from the break. I'll have listened to like one or two records, and I'm gonna see how his music is. Cause
we're gonna be the Russ Avengers.
This could be something that niggas just go along with, just to go along with for the sake of going along with
Damn,
it.
so we're really gonna be Russ Avengers?
Maybe I don't. If his music is good, his music is good. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, he made it onto Hove's radar.
I mean, there's a few records on there that I don't really give a fuck about that's on Home's radar, but
like the Lion King one.
I do respect that he.
What's his Kofi one?
Kofi?
Kofi?
He's a I think he's a
Kofifi?
He makes Afrocentric music too. I think he might be from Nigeria, or he's Nigerian and might be from London.
Yo, I know what this is.
Who?
Jay-Z. He's pulling strings. These are all the Grammy winners.
I mean, put a stamp in it. Maybe it is that. I don't know what the fucking.
That's my hot take.
Intuition this nigga has right now. That's not even a hot take. Cause what's there hot about that shit? That's just like I guess.
This is Jay-Z announcing all the Grammy winners. So everyone on here,
Roddy Ricch on there,
who is nominated for a Grammy, will win theirs.
Nah, I mean Roddy Ricch got like 50,000 Grammy nominations, so he should
win at least one.
Yeah, I wonder what's the most that a person's been nominated and not won. Like you got like 10 nominations and one
like
one
in
of,
one
and
year
one none of
overall.
them. And one year. Who has the most nominations and never won one?
I just typed in most Grammy noms, no win.
You gotta see what it is. Who's number one on that list?
Brian McKnight.
How much Brian McKnight got?
17.
And he got none?
No wins.
Damn. How much Nas got? I don't even think Nas gets nominated.
Nas hasn't got a Grammy.
No, I don't even think he gets nominated, though. That's what I'm saying.
Snoop Dogg has 16 nominations.
And never has won one either?
Win.
Damn, Snoop 100% should deserve that shit, because Snoop is like one of the most diverse artists to this day.
I'm not sure if you know her, but I know C's knows her. Bjork has.
I know who Bjork is.
She has 15 noms, no wins.
Yeah, I only know who Bjork is because I see all the fucking hoodies all the time. The Bjork hoodies, and I used to think that shit was a Dior hoodie.
Here we go. Nas has 13 noms.
And none, yeah. I know Nas. Nas is like the Leonardo DiCaprio. He has to win one eventually.
Diana Ross has no Grammys.
That's bullshit, for real?
Yeah.
She definitely should have won.
She's got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Damn, you give a nigga a Lifetime Achievement Award, no Grammy. That's crazy, bro.
Busta Rhymes got 12, no Grammy.
No.
Nicki Minaj has 10, no Grammy.
Alright. Who else?
Who
else is notable on there?
Tupac, 6.
Alright. Pac died early, though, so... Pac died when there wasn't even a time that niggas was getting...
Boom, boom, boom. Nobody cares
Grammys.
about Morrissey. Please die already.
Jesus.
Run DMC, no Grammy.
Also, Run DMC was coming out of time where they weren't acknowledging hip hop like that.
Jimi Hendrix, no Grammy.
Was there Grammys around when Jimi Hendrix was alive?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't know that at all.
That's all the like super notable ones on this list, and I'm definitely not clicking on another.
So the first one was who? That had the most 13. Brian McKnight had 13.
Was 17.
Shout out to fucking
and
Brian
Snoop
McKnight.
Dogg was 16.
Nah, Snoop should definitely have one. 100%. Snoop should at least have one. One.
Definitely for his debut.
For sure. I guess that's a good transition to do the top 10 albums of the year.
Oh shit! Hold on, I'm gonna look up a randomizer, like a number randomizer.
And you just gonna put all of them in there, or you already have this set up?
I have
I
have the numbers.
All right.
So, fuck. Let's just go in order. This isn't fun.
We're going from 10 to 1. So 10, who do you have at the album of the year right here?
Nah, you started off, bro. I don't even got my app open.
10, I have Bad Bunny's
Por siempre.
Por Siempre. X100 por siempre, isn't it?
X100 por siempre.
Yeah,
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, I have that album as their that's like super off field for us, but I feel like that album for what like that reggaeton dembow music sound is like right now.
Them bow.
It's not dembow, nigga.
Them bow.
I feel like that album was definitely a different take on that for sure. Like AB Dash just told me last week that he has a record on there that sounds like Blink 182. And it legit had it. Like
he does fuck around with so many different styles.
Yeah, it was pretty versatile, and his songwriting ability is really good. To be honest, to me,
he can make hits.
He makes good music. And the thing is, within the hits, he can make like a heartfelt shit too as well. Like on fucking the Caíta record at the end where he does the how you make it a hit, and then between the hit you make that shit a B-side like R&B record, and then go back to the hit.
Ain't no way that I see, bro.
Yeah, facts. Like, yo, every time that part come on, that shit is a vibe, nigga. Every time.
Everyone's felt
every
that.
Time.
That's the thing.
And he actually has really good beat production, because it's not like a classic reggaeton record where the beat is gonna be the same thing, where it's two drums and then they bring in the back and then it's just.
Oh like, no, that classic Latin beat like boom.
Yeah, it's the same shit. Number 10, AB Dash, who you got?
Number 10. I had to get in my non-hip hop bag. I got a folk album.
I mean, we both have non-hip hop at number 10.
It's Miss Angel Olsen, All Mirrors. If you like listening to sappy white women sing about their problems.
Lana Del Rey.
If you want to listen to talented white women sing.
You like Lana Del Rey? I like Lana Del Rey. I think
I like her. I didn't like her album.
No, I didn't listen to her album this year yet. I haven't listened to it. The album before that one was good though.
That season's number 1.
That season's number 1? I think season's number 1 is Billie Eilish, nigga.
They're tied. No, but that one is that one's topping list this year for sure.
What?
The Lana album.
Oh yeah, it's on a lot of people's top of list. I have to listen to that album. I actually like her music.
I'm probably being mad harsh, but like I prefer, like, if I had to pick between this Angel Olsen and that Lana one, I'm picking this.
You gotta give people some background on what the Angel Olsen is. I've never heard of her at all. Is that a woman? Is it a band?
No, it's a woman. She's just her like guitar.
She's like Kevin Parker. She does everything.
I don't know if she does everything. I know she plays the guitar. That's all I'm gonna give her credit for.
All right.
But she makes songs like that. Sings about her daddy. It's some like some issues. So it's a mood. It's a vibe.
So it's like a more emo folky vibe than
I would say so. Yeah. Because Lana sometimes get in hers. Oof! I want to snort cocaine and fuck somebody's dad. That's Lana's vibe.
I guess. Number 9. You pop off on number 9. Who you got number 9?
Number 9. I got a grime album.
All right.
I got Slow Ties. Nothing Great About Britain. What I like about this one is that it's everything.
Slow Ties is the nigga name? I thought that was the whole album
Nah, his
title.
name is Slow Tie, yeah. Slow Tie.
Slow Tide. I thought you said Slow Tides.
No, it's Slow Tie.
Slow Tie, alright.
Like a Thai person.
Alright.
Taiwanese, but he's slow. It's Slow Tie.
I get it now, yeah.
So it's basically everything that the Skepta album wasn't, but it's got like a super...
This nigga can't give a compliment without giving a Keep going. Skepta's album came out this year?
Yeah.
Damn.
Ignorance is Bliss. That's what it was called.
That shit wouldn't even crack my top 50 right now.
Bruh,
keep going with this.
This album is just like, it gave me a lot of what I was missing. Because I fuck with like UK culture.
Especially like culture.
Yeah, especially
that
stuff is cool.
Yeah.
And he has like almost like an off kilter flow. Like the way he rhymes on the beat, it almost reminds me of
G Herbo.
Not like that offbeat. It's almost like Prodigy type shit.
Right,
but like with super. You remember Wiki?
Yeah.
He kind of like raps like
it's
that.
It's like offbeat, but you're in pocket still.
He's still in pocket, yeah.
Kind of like 3 Stacks.
So like the song is always interesting. What he's rapping about is always interesting.
Yeah.
But like because he's from the UK, like sometimes I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
I like that shit about some songs though. I like that. It's just like the French band that I listen to, the Cole.
Yeah.
That I like it sometimes, but I don't want to listen to the record. But I don't want to know what you're saying, but I need lyrics there.
Yeah. Sometimes I can just enjoy it.
Good. Yeah.
So that's what I really like about this. That's my number 9.
My number 9 is you know what is it? You know what I'm saying? It's the Danny Brown record.
I still think about that. The Combat track.
The what?
Combat.
Nah,
Combat.
This album, our first listen when we came into the podcast, I think I listened to it maybe once or twice. I thought it was a decent album, but after listening to it more times, listening to it in the car and shit like that, the beats was like really, really well done. Really well done.
Bro, that one that's just a guitar riff. I think it's like Savage Nomad or something.
I think it's Savage Nomad.
That
That's one of my favorite records on there.
Yeah.
That album was that Danny Brown album was done really, really well, and they came in at the right time too, because like this year was like it was for the opening for everybody, especially for this top 10. I feel like last year was way harder than what it was this year, to be honest. Like it was easy for me to crave a top 10 right now.
Yeah, because there's not that much great projects out right
There was
now.
a lot of okay projects.
For sure. Like, think about it. I was going to wait till later, but even in, like, pre-production, we didn't say Schoolboy Q once.
No. And a lot of people do like the Crash Talk album still, though. I like Crash Talk album, but if I did have to put that in, like, a landscape of, like, every album that I've heard this year.
2 pods in a row, this man says landscape.
It would be, like, I don't know, like 25, 30. Like, the album was good, but it's not top 10 worthy at all, for sure.
Well, I've got a whole list of honorable mentions that would push Crash Talk to, like, 30.
We'll do the honorable mentions at the end. We'll give the honorable mentions. So you're number 8.
Wait, what was your number 8? Oh, you know what I'm saying?
I did number. No, that was on number 9. It's your number 8. Well, you just did the number 9, nigga. Nigga, your number 9 was Slow Tie. Yeah, so we're still on number 9. I had my number 9.
So I gotta give number 8?
Now, or you want me to go again on number 8?
No, I'll go with number 8.
8.
Fuck out of here, dude. The fucking number 8. Alright, number 8 is the Men I Trust album. It's called Uncle Jazz. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's like a smooth...
I know what album that is.
Yeah, it's like a smooth type of shit. Think of like a more laid back inner wave Tame Impala bag where it's just like clean melodies, stuff like that. I really enjoyed this one because it's one of those ones we were talking about. It's easy to listen to. It's long. This shit is like over an hour.
That's crazy that is like a definition of a long album now. Over an hour.
That is a long album.
Nigga, album is supposed to be an hour and 10 minutes, an hour 20 minutes.
You are biased by The Irishman.
Nah, The Irishman was good. But I'm saying like look to past albums. Like Illmatic has to be like an hour 45 minutes.
Illmatic is 44 minutes.
It's 44 minutes, bro? Yeah. You're bullshit.
Illmatic runs.
Do it.
Do it?
Yeah, you go look at it. How you have 12 records with 3 verses and that's just 44 minutes?
Those verses are like 3 bars each.
No, not 3 bars each. Nigga, you trying to make it sound like Uzi Vert or some shit right now?
Illmatic is 39 minutes.
No, you're bullshit. No way Illmatic is 39 minutes. This nigga's chatting. Hold on.
It's 30. Hold on, that's what Google says.
I gotta do
10 tracks, 39 minutes.
Damn, that album seems way longer than that.
It's 39 minutes, 51 seconds.
Let me see what Reasonable Doubt was then.
Alright, that's different.
I'm trying to like preference it from that time when like you would put 12 records out in the album. Length. Let me see. Pause.
Reasonable Doubt. Oh, that was the movie.
This nigga.
I was about to say
Reasonable Doubt was the album. So yeah, I guess like maybe we do put too much on like this time now of like saying that we don't listen to like heavy long albums. If Reasonable Doubt was 55 minutes.
Bro, I think 55 minutes is more than enough.
Yeah, and the Kitchenada, just to put it in like the same space, the Kitchenada album is 51 minutes.
Which
so
is
like
more than enough.
So more than not, we listen to the same amount of records. We just think it was longer back then because you are putting 3 verses on one record.
That was a different time though.
I do like when niggas put 3 verses on records.
We haven't heard that in a while.
I like when good niggas put 3 verses
When's
on records.
the last time you heard 3 verses on a record?
By the same person?
Yeah. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't off the top of my head. I can't give it to you, but
you'd be lucky to get 2 from Earl.
No, you be lucky to get a song for more than 45 seconds that you can understand from Earl, nigga. We still on number 8, right?
Yeah, number 8.
Number 8, I have Solange When I Get Home.
This is your number 8?
This is my number 8.
Oh, dog.
This is my number 8. I had to switch that number 8 because the album that I have on top of that is an album I feel that was better than that album, to be honest. I did like this Solange album a lot. We both said we like this album from the beginning. It's a good eclectic listen. Like that's
a great word to describe it.
It's a good listen to like. This isn't an album that you putting on when people are around. 100%. Maybe you can put Benz on, and that's it. Like Benz and maybe a few other records. But when you're by yourself and you just need sounds, I feel like she made this in like a Force and Bali where she just wanted to hear sounds come from different pockets of the left and the right speaker, and like. Out of the whole shit, I think I put almost every record from that album into my playlist, except for the skits. And some of the skits I actually put out, like A6 Scotty, I put that out on there.
You need some of the skits for, like to transition into the next song.
It's because the way she did it was like, I like the sound on the fucking skit. So
you need it for the next one.
Yeah, if it's not on the next one, it won't sound right. 1, 2, it sounds good in itself. Like if I'm just hitting shuffle, it's gonna sound good in itself. You got Mike in your top. Yeah, I know. I already know Avi Dash have Mike on there. We can go to number 6. Seven.
My number 7. He's in the same camp as Mike. He put out his it's like his debut, I think.
Yeah.
Like his label debut. His name is Medani. It's either Medani or Medhane. I don't know how to say it.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, but his project is called Own Pace. It's in that same vibe of that type of music that's coming out of New York and that underground shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of choppy, loopy, Jay Dilla inspired beats and shit like that with some clean raps over it. It was refreshing to hear after all the other shit I was hearing. After listening to Crash Talk so much.
How much time do you listen to Crash Talk, nigga?
At least once.
I know there's a few records on Crash Talk that I go back to listen to a lot.
Alright, if we're gonna say this, I like the intro. I like Dangerous Kid.
Off the top of my head, I can't do it, but there's a few
there's
records
one called
that I play.
Tales is hard. That's the second track. So we got 4
is that one record that where he talks 45 seconds in the beginning when it was Q, when you gonna drop that new shit? Is that on Crash Talk?
I have no idea, bro.
I think it might be. If not, then that record is a record I would listen to a lot lately.
Crash Talk, take 1. What's your number 7?
That was we're on number 7. So number 7, the one that I had to bump down for because I thought this album was really, really good, was the Dreamville, Revenge of the Dreamers. That album was.
I haven't gone back to it.
I have to listen to that album because the thing was after the album came out, it's when we were in New York, and that's when my cousins and them were listening to the album in the car, and once we started listening to the album more and more and more. And that album is a really, really good album. Minus some verses that I would want to take off. I don't want to hear 5 niggas on one record.
How do you feel about that Wells Fargo track? Wells Fargo.
That's one of the records that I liked in the beginning, but after I listened to it so much, that hook, it gets so tiring to me. That Wells Fargo hook. But the rapping on there is really good. I like the record that they also have on there, Reason and... Damn, I forgot the other nigga who was on that. The other nigga signed to Cole. It's Reason and somebody else, and they're planning to rob Top Dog and Cole.
Yeah. I think it's Jid.
It's Jid. I think it is Jid. I like that record a lot on there. I thought the production on there was really, really good. The marketing on that shit was really good. Niggas did that shit.
Teasing that shit for months.
Niggas did that shit 7 months before it came out.
I also put
and I haven't heard a collab album like that. That was good like that. If in a while, nigga. Wow.
Shout out Guap Dad 4000.
He was on there a lot.
He's on there a lot.
That was a couple verses that I wish I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I can't point him out. Yeah, he was on there.
He was on there a lot. I cannot point him out, but he was on there a lot. What we doing? Number 6. Number 6. Yeah. So
give me a drum roll, bro. Give me a drum roll.
I'm not giving you a drum roll, nigga. If I had the fucking
it's gonna sound delayed in the mic, so don't worry about it.
It's not gonna sound delayed.
Anyways, we got Mike.
Yeah, I expected Mike to be higher than this though.
Nah, Tears of Joy. Mm-hmm. This shit made me cry.
Did it actually?
Yeah, there's some shit. Well, not cry, but it made me
get choked up.
Not choked up. All right.
Nigga just made you.
It made me feel some things.
Pause in that voice too. What's up with you, nigga?
All right, bro. I'm just hyper, okay? But nah, this was a really This is not some shit you can just listen to
I've still not listened to Mike, and I knew that you were gonna put him on here, so I was like, let me listen to this Mike album before, but then I fell asleep. Nigga, after looking for the Decades Top 10, nigga, that shit was tiring.
But it's if you try to look for this dude on Spotify or Apple Music, you're out of luck.
He's not on there?
No, but if you just type Mike.
Yeah, there's a billion Mikes,
there's a billion Mikes.
Yeah.
But this album,
how do you find him then?
I have to look up the name of his projects.
Oh, you have to go through Google, look it up, and then hit that fucking shit to take you to the fucking.
Especially
ESP.
hard because all his social media is private too, so you can't even
I fuck with that. Yeah. I fuck with that because I said that shit the other day when I was when somebody was talking to me about the podcast, which I hate when people do when I'm out because then other people ask, "Oh, you have a podcast? What's the name of it so I can listen to it?"
What's it about?
Exactly. As soon as you ask me what's it about, I'm unengaged in that fucking conversation off of that. But somebody was asking me, what about if the podcast blows up and then like, you guys have like millions of followers? I was like, millions of followers that I'm gonna fucking add, and they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, you know how much people have tried to add me already from like just the podcast?
I'm not talking to those.
Man, I'm not talking. I'm cool. I'd rather have that privacy. I'll make the one that you motherfuckers get to see is the Telatalk one. You get to see our mood board, what we fucking like and stuff like that. But other than that,
that's the intern posting.
And wait till this shit pop. Half of them bitches I follow on there now gonna get unfollowed. Get out of here. I'm too far.
I already know who you talking about.
You get unfollowed quick. I'm cool on you. But
he's tired of reposting your story saying fly.
Nah, you want no. I'm not talking about her. Nigga, that was you, not me. I just think she fly. Like I genuinely think she fly.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't even follow her on my personal, to be honest.
It's an evil world we live in.
You know who I follow on my personal because this nigga be looking for the likes.
Alright, so
you cannot say the person's name, and this nigga about to lie his ass off right now.
This nigga got post notifications, bro. That shit was posted 48 seconds ago. It
was 48 minutes when you screenshot that shit. Nigga can't like a picture 48 minutes, but the algorithm on Instagram is weird though, because like if you like a person's pic enough, every time you open up, that's the first person that's gonna be popping up.
No matter what.
So that's the only reason I see it, and if I see it, I'm gonna like it. Fuck it.
If I see it, I'm gonna like it. I hear you, bro.
Number 7.
Get your number 6 off.
Number 6 was you. Number 6 is on you.
I just said it.
It was Mike. All right, number 6 with me was an album that I felt bad for killing off of just first listen because I wasn't in the right space for that. Snow Allegra's Those Feelings Again. Honestly, this is like last year to me with it was like with the Nipsey and the Daytona album as well. It's like on a certain day, Snow Allegra's album could be number 2 for me. Cause it's just in a certain pockets her music hits really well. She has that very angelic voice, and she has that kind of like like that Erykah Badu, Jhené Aiko sound, and she always picks really good beats as well too. Cause I believe Ninth Wonder produces most of her shit. I think she signed to Ninth Wonder. Her subject matter is always like Lovey Records. I'm a big R&B head. I love Snow Allegra. Her music is super dope. Snow Allegra actually needs to come over here so I can go to her concert. I was actually in New York when she was in the concert, but
is this a debut?
No, Snow Allegra had an album before this, to be honest. I think it might have been an EP, though, before this.
So this is what really took off for her?
I think the last one really took off for her, because remember, I had Snow Allegra on here last year. I had her on here last year, and then I have her on here again. She was on the
pod last year?
Yeah. I played some of her records on the podcast last year. Snow Allegra's really, really, really dope.
I can't wait for Georgia Smith to make good music.
I like Georgia Smith's album. It was definitely. She's not on the level of Snow Allegra though.
Nah.
I think Georgia Smith is different.
She's not as good as writing songs.
No, Snow Allegra writes really good music, really, really, really good music, and she does really well of hiding what she's actually talking about. Because there is a record that she had on the album before this, where I think it was called Home, and she's talking about her father in the record. Because her father passed away from like cancer or something like that. Yeah. But the record sounds like more like she's speaking towards a relationship of like a significant other, not her father. That album is really good. Also, I think most people found out about her when on what was the Drake album that had Passion Fruit on it? It was More Life. Yeah,
the playlist.
She was sampled on there. That Home record was sampled from Drake, and I think most people found her from that sample.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What was the song?
Damn, I don't fucking know. I could find it if you give me enough time. Like if you give me my number 5, I could find it for sure.
DMT. Oh, you want me to give me number 5? My number 5. Tyler the Creator, Igor.
No way you got it at 5.
I got it at 5.
I want to see what you have at 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, my nigga.
I got it at 5.
I want to see at 5.
We all know about.
Give your reason for having that shit at 5.
No, I like this album, but
obviously, yeah, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I think most people like that album. This is like we said earlier in the year when we listened to this album.
I take it back.
This is a continuation of.
I got a real number 5.
What's number 5? No, he want to change it now because niggas gonna put that pressure on him.
Nah. It's Eagles number 4, but number 5.
I can't give you number 4. We already.
Alright, fuck it, whatever, bro.
No, I'm saying number 5. Who you have at number 5 for real now?
Number 5 for real?
Yeah. Who did you just switch it for?
FKA Twigs.
I did listen to FKA Twigs album. I did see a lot of people were talking about that album.
That album is special, bro.
I've heard that album was really good, and she was on a lot of people's decade album too. With
that shit was an experience, truthfully. Like,
explain the experience.
It's almost unlike anything else. It's like listening to like an art museum. Like,
explain that if you can, because I don't even know how you would explain that.
Like, there are just certain sounds that I haven't like heard put together before, and it just sounds wonderful. Like this chick made she put the only feature is Future. And
that's surprising. Future and FK Twigs.
Yeah, and it's just like harmonious and beautiful. Like, I did not expect. Like, when I saw that Future track, I was expecting something else. But when you listen to this shit, bro, it like puts you in another dimension.
To be honest, I haven't heard a lot of Snow Allegro records. I mean, not Snow Allegro, but FK Twigs records. To be honest,
truthfully, like
that first album, that's it.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a lot of music like that. So like, when I was coming into this one, I kept seeing it on top list too, so I wasn't know what expecting, but I knew it was gonna be good, or hoping it was gonna be good, and it blew my expectations out the water.
I like Ruby Scott making the time.
Oh, you still looking for
I'm
that?
still looking for it.
Yeah.
I know the record. Alright, so the record that he sampled was Time, and I was talking about how she lost her dad to cancer in 2009. But I'm trying to figure out what record it was that he took from that. The song sent to Drake with freaking collaboration. Boy Wonder. Do Not Disturb. That's the record of it. That's the record. So what are we on? Number 5? Number 5, I have Benny the Butcher. The Plugs I Met.
The Plugs I Met. That would have been. That's in my honorable mentions.
But that album right there was a different. That's a sound that I haven't heard from in a while. That type of sound that Benny the Butcher puts out. I think Benny the Butcher is the best out of Griselda.
He at least had the best solo project.
He definitely had the best solo project. Second, I would have put Hitler West. Hermes 7, which is one of my honorable mentions, because that album was a really good album.
That's Caesar's favorite album of the year.
No, it's not. How much number ones this nigga got? This nigga did a whole shit of number ones. But no, that album was really, really good. Benny the Butcher just gives me that feeling that I like. It's kind of like Pusha T, except he's not as witty as Pusha. Like, he doesn't give you the. Benny the Butcher is more like. Pusha T is more like a nigga who went to an Ivy League school and just happened to so dope. And Benny the Butcher to me is like a nigga who went to community college and just so dope. You nigga,
the fuck?
Because it's like you give
have to explain that.
Because you're giving me different experiences to the same lifestyle. Pusha T tells you like if your plane don't got a chef, then fuck you. Benny the Butcher's more like, nigga, we pulling up to the black Balenciaga Bentley truck. Like, we lit.
Well, it's like different levels of
success. It's different level of the success that
like
you are
luxury,
in. Pusha T is definitely like, when Hope was like, if you don't got manicures on your plane, then switch your plane and shit like that. It's like that. It's the more luxurious. Benny the Butcher's more gritty. Griselda is way more gritty. Like,
so it gives you
it's
different,
really,
like,
really, really gritty music.
Gives you like a different dimension.
Yeah,
of, like,
it's kind of how people describe like Harlem and Brooklyn niggas. To be honest, like, Harlem niggas is way more flashy. That'd be Pusha T's. Pusha T's flashy in a sense, but he's not like these niggas who are bust down chain flashy. Yeah. Like, he's not that flashy. He's more like a Dapper Dan flashy. Like
his level of luxury is.
Yeah, my luxury level is different. Like, it's kind of like, it's the difference between the nigga who goes cops Balenciaga runners and the nigga who goes cops Hermes throw pillows and shit.
Oof,
like, it's that type of vibe. But that's the difference that I get. But it's
DJ Clark Kent versus Swiss Beats.
Nah, that's not, because that's not at all. Because I fuck with them. I feel like well, if you want to put it in the sense of the taste level of things that you like outside of music.
Oh, yes, that's what I was referring to.
Then I understand what you're talking about, because you're talking about Air Force Ones, and then you're talking about, like, this nigga bought the fucking Tony Stark's house. Nigga.
Yeah,
like,
it's
art
different.
Statues. It's different. But I feel like both of them intertwine in the same way. That actually is pretty good comparison. I would just never compare those two.
Hey, it's the season finale. I was storing that one.
I mean, after that trash episode we put out last week.
That was just the warm-up game.
Facts. Number 4, who you got?
I got Igor here, number 4.
Well, yeah,
this is real number 4.
Now I'll give you Igor's speech of why it's not as high as how I have mine at Igor.
But why it's not as high as yours?
Well, people have Igor top 3.
Yeah, for a long time.
And we like that album a lot.
For a long time, Igor was in my top 3. But then, like, when I knocked it down, I still think it's fantastic.
Yeah, that album is phenomenal.
I kept, like...
And I don't even use the word phenomenal, nigga.
Phenomenal. I don't even know how to spell that shit, truthfully.
Like, I don't know how to spell in anything, so... Yeah.
Like, when I was making this list, Igor was definitely, like, one of the albums I had 1, 2, 3, 4.
Facts. But I told you I had my list set a while ago. Yeah, my top 3 was set for...
But what set it apart for me is, like, what I go back to more.
Yeah.
And, like, what moods am I in more to listen to this type of thing?
I'm telling you right now, nigga. I don't think there's a record that I go back to more. It's either Palm Olive or Running Out of Time for me this whole year. The amount of times I've listened to Running Out of Time, that bridge of Running Out of Time, that shit is ridiculous, nigga. Ridiculous.
There's certain tracks that I go back to a lot, but in terms of like an album, like complete project, like my other three, I hit play from the beginning and I don't stop. Yeah. When it was the Eagle, I'm like, yo, I can skip Running Out of Time. Truthfully,
you wild, and that's probably one of my favorite records on there.
I can skip that record. Half a Puppet.
I can skip half a Puppet for real. I can skip half a Run as well. He has a record on the Run, right? I think
it's like the Jared Carmichael skit.
Yeah, I can skip half of that.
On the vinyl, he has a hidden track called Boyfriend. Yeah, that's just pretty good.
Alright.
What's your number 4?
My number 4. That was your number 4. Number 4 for me was Jim Jones' El Capo.
I haven't heard that shit.
That album, I'm telling you, that album was the album that snuck up on me like crazy. Like, Jim Jones has the Heatmakers. If you don't know who the Heatmakers are, those are the people who did all of Dipset's music from the early 2000s. They did all their beats and all the production. So, all that production that you like from I Really Mean It, Hey Ma, and all that shit was all, for the most part, was all Hitmakers. So, this whole album was done by the Hitmakers. And just, I don't know, Jim Jones know how to construct an album in his level. Like, the features fit well. Like, I haven't heard a Fred the Godson feature forever, and that feature was done well. Fabulous feature was really good on there. Jada's features, no matter what, is good on there. Find Me a Bad Jada verse. Fat Joe's speech on there was good, but just the structure of the album is kind of like the same shit with Benny the Butcher to me. It's like, you make an album to who you cater to. You don't step outside of that box, and that shit's respectable to me when you don't really try to flat like something that you're not, to be honest. You don't really auto-tune your voice or anything like that. You just giving niggas gritty shit, and that's what I feel Jimmy does.
Jim Jones posts a lot on Instagram.
He does post a lot on Instagram. Him working out, yeah.
He does this thing old people do.
What?
Where he'll post a picture, and the caption is like the conversation of what they had, and they'll go, me, what they say. Like, well, why is that?
Nigga, he's old. What you mean? He's old. He's an older person. He's like Jimmy, like probably like 40 something.
They think that shit's hilarious. That shit is funny though. No,
but Jimmy does have an album coming out. I think he said he's dropping the album before. And if Jimmy drops 2 albums that was the same caliber of this El Capo album, that nigga is in the running for the top this year. For like the
I'm going to go back and listen to that.
No, that El Capo album. That's the album that I want Caesar to do. I want him to do that El Capo album. I want him to do that album. I want him to do that review on that album. Does he have a new review up, but he still has the Hitler Word 7?
Nah, Hitler Word Hermes 7.
Coming soon, a new one. Maybe El Chapo. I don't know what Caesar has in mind. He might do the Billie Eilish shit or something.
Yo, if you want to do the Billie Eilish review,
if you want to pop out a new review every week, niggas like that review of the Hitler Word Hermes 7. Number 3, who you got?
Oh shit! Sorry, I left my list to go look at Jim Jones' Instagram.
I thought you followed Jimmy on Instagram. That's why you said it. No. Shout out to Jim Jones, man.
Number 3. I think this is your number 1.
Who you got?
I got Freddie Gibbs, Madlib, Bandana.
Yo, I want to see who your number 2 and 1 are, because this nigga is on the blasphemy train right now. All right, give your soliloquy of the Freddie Gibbs Bandana album.
Bro, we talked about Bandana all fucking year. Like,
that's probably the album I went to back the most, like without a doubt.
We talked about when it was coming out.
Yeah.
The singles. When it came out,
videos.
We didn't stop talking about it since.
No, and it lived up to exactly what we were talking about. It lived up exactly to what we were talking about.
Like from start to finish, just bars, good beats.
Look, the last 2 that you said that these albums are like the best albums
for me.
All right, I just want to see what your 2 and 1 are. No, it's valid to have your own opinion, but that 2 and 1 better not be like some bullshit, nigga. You killing it. My number 3 was an album that I really liked a lot. A.B. Dash didn't personally like a lot. Sir Chasing Summer. That album to me was
really like that.
That album is really, really good, nigga. Like,
maybe I clicked on the wrong project.
He writes music very well, very, very well. And the craziest shit to me is he writes love records that niggas can't even write single, and this nigga's married. Like, the record that he has with this nigga's married. How he writing better love singles than you niggas who are single? Like,
she must be a great woman, bro.
He also has, but the content of what he of what
it's nasty.
It's not. Yeah, it's not married love records.
Sicko.
It's him fucking other bitches records and shit like that.
That's just the pocket, bro. It's a character.
Like his record with Sabrina Claudio was a great record. His record L.A. was the last record on there, was like one of the best closers to an album in a while. I really love that record. The record that he had with Kendrick was really good. He had
Let Your Head Down.
Let Your Head Down. And I didn't even like that record initially. Also, besides besides Bandana and Igor, I think his album was the only album that I put basically every record from your album into that. I think I only don't have one record from his album on there, and it's because it was a skit. Another really great record was the Jill Scott Still Blue record. Was really good. The Recipe record is super hard. It's basically just saying that it's basically him telling the girl that he was fucking, that she wasn't in the recipe of the future of them being together.
Where's Sir from?
Sir's from...
He's from LA?
Yeah, he's from Inglewood.
They love naming songs The Recipe.
That is true. Yeah, I didn't even notice that, to be honest.
Think about it. Do your Googles.
Yeah, but that album was a phenomenal album. 40 minutes, 12 records. That's... TDE for me is like gonna be one of the best... like
labels to come.
Labels, like in general, like
probably for the decade.
For sure,
super strong.
For sure, like everybody who comes out of TDE makes a classic album. Like,
you think this is Sir's?
It might be Sir's classic album. That only time will tell. But that album was really good. It's kind of like the J Rock album with me. Like that J Rock album was good when we first listened to
Redemption?
it. No, that 9005.
59.
That album to me, when we listened to it, I think when we had the other podcast, I was like, oh yeah, the album's cool. When you go back and listen to that record now, that record is ridiculous. And Redemption is as good as well.
Gumbo.
Shout out to J Rock. So we don't really give J Rock that much love. My boy J Rock in that gym killing niggas right now. J Rock got big, nigga. J Rock got on the.
I gotta see that shit.
J-Rock, he just came home. Number 2, who would you got?
My number 2. This is probably someone you're gonna say, "Oh, that's bullshit," but Caesar will stand by me on this one. It's Billie Eilish.
Yeah, Billie Eilish.
Nah. But Caesar knows. Caesar actually told me to listen to this album.
The Billie Eilish album?
No. My real number 2.
All right, number 2.
So this is a dude. He's got production credits on Solange's album.
I already know who you're talking about.
His name is Slauson Malone. It's not Slauson Malone. He's a part of the group Standing on the Corner.
Yeah.
This is his solo project.
Yeah.
This is like different from anything I've ever heard in terms of like melody, production, like song composition. Like this challenges the listener into accepting what music is, but it's still good. It's not like that cringy, creepy bullshit.
What do you mean?
You know, bro, like
when people challenge you just to challenge you, like just to like say that like my album is different.
Yeah, my album's different, but this one is like it's conceptual. It gets straight to the point.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna slander Earl real quick because sometimes like we even said it before, like yo, what the fuck are you talking about? And some of the beats like we criticized before.
Yeah, you making a record specifically for me not to be able to hear. It's not a good record just because you set out to do that.
This perfects everything that is done wrong by like that group, that genre.
Also, he makes like what you would like Earl to be making
for sure, now. Because he doesn't rap. It's all production.
It's all beats, yeah.
And then he has people on there.
Yeah. So. Which is going to be one of my honorable mentions will be Yacht Rock 2. Because I went back to that album.
Shout out Yacht Rock 2.
I went back to Yacht Rock 2. If it was just based off of how much times I went back to the album, Yacht Rock 2 would be number 5 for me. Just based off of that. You had anything else to say on number 2 with Slauson?
Nah, just go check it out. Slauson Malone. It's called A Quiet Farewell.
Number 2, I got Igor, Tyler. I felt like me and Dad's talked about this album a lot, and this album I went to back a lot. And it definitely kills all the... everybody's opinions on Tyler. Everybody's opinions that they had before. Like, he just makes stupid music and, like, he just makes music for kids who just... and then you can insert the picture of whatever the fuck you think that is on there.
White kids that say the N-word.
The production on here was, like, bar none. I feel like this was the exact step from Cherry Bomb to me. It was like he learned what he wanted to do on Cherry Bomb. He had Charlie Wilson on there again. The fucking keys on the shit was amazing. The bridges were crazy on it. Like, One Night at a Time bridge is like one of the best bridges I've heard in forever. he did rap and R&B on here. I do like when Tyler does a lot more R&B to me.
I think that's what he wants to do.
Yeah,
anyway.
but I like them both though. But the thing is that I like is that he knows a lot of R&B that a lot of people wouldn't know. So he knows how to make that music. He just doesn't make R&B because the melody is what's in pocket now. And I feel like this was a great introduction to the masses of what Tyler does. Because Cherry Bomb wouldn't have been received how this is when you have a record called what's the fucking Young record? Like when the chorus is "You're too fucking young," I don't think it would be accepted as well.
Well, even on like Flower Boy, that introduced a lot of people.
Yeah, I think
this is like the next expansion.
Yeah,
of that.
I think it's more Cherry Bomb than it's Flower Boy, but I think it is a mixture of them both. I do hear a lot of Where the Fire Blooms on here, and I do hear a lot of whatever record that was that he had with Jaden Smith on that last album. Potholes. I hear a lot of that mixture combining in there, where he does the rap records. And then he's done the R&B records from Cherry Bomb, but like the Kali Uchis, Pilot.
To me the best example of that on Igor is when it goes from New Magic Wand to Boy with a Gun.
Yeah,
that's like Cherry Bomb and Flower Boy back to back.
That's mixture right there. Yeah. That's a good analogy right there because that is the mixture of both of them right there. Boy with a Gun is my favorite record on there for sure.
Boy is a Gun.
And you got Solange singing the hook. I'm cool. Alright, number ones, it came down to it. I think everybody knows my number one. I think yours is the number one that people are like more.
Nah, it's Solange, When I Get Home.
Damn, you got it at 1. I had it at 7.
It's my number one album of the year. It's the one I go back to the most. It's the one I enjoy the most. I enjoy the sounds, the textures.
No, for sure. So that album was really good. That album was really, really, really good. The production on the album was really good.
I can't name another album like that came out this year.
No. I can't name you another album like that in general. Like, even in this, like, I can name you an album that, like, the vicinity of it. But I can't name you another album that's like that. She just did
something different.
To me, it's like a jazz, what do they call that shit where you don't say what you don't say words, you just, scat. It's like scat. It's kind of like a scat, but like an R&B jazzy scat type shit. Like, it's like a scat if it had a good production on it to me.
scat production.
Like production that I would actually like, if that's a better worded way to say it. My number one album, Freddie Gibbs, Bandana.
What's your favorite track on there, and why is it the second half of Cataracts?
I like Practice is my favorite record on there, and that was the favorite record of mine then. I probably listened to Freddie Gibbs Bandana throughout. I listened to it like 3 times on the plane when that album first came out. I listened to it like 3 times on the way back.
60 listens on that shit.
Yeah, I had like 164 listens. I can't tell you how much listens I had because it was on the Apple podcast thing. It was so much that Freddie Gibbs was I believe my 3rd listened to artist of the year, and number 1 was Hove, and Hove has 10 albums. Like Hove has like 14 albums that I listen to, and I have all on there. Now that Reasonable Doubt is on there, that hour thing is definitely like over like 200 by now, to be honest.
200 plays?
200 hours of listening to this.
Sounds like Jesus.
200 plays is less than 200 hours, nigga. That album's only 55 minutes.
Cutting it close, though.
But, yeah, Freddie Gibbs 100% deserves that nod to me. Like, I'm ready for the Montana album whenever the fuck he wants to put that shit out.
Oh, the beats is coming out soon.
This is exactly... To me, why this is number 1 is because we waited for this album to come out since 2013. It's 2019, and it lived up to the hype of what people were waiting for. It did better than what people were. This is better than what I was expecting because I wasn't expecting for him to put out.
All right, it's been long enough.
Something.
Which one do you like more, Pinata or Bandana?
I'll say Pinata. Pinata, definitely.
I'll say Pinata.
In the beginning, it was definitely Bandana because it was more fresher. But Pinata just, I don't know, that shit just hit different when that, like, his grimy talk is a little more different on that.
Do you still hate Shitsville?
I do not like Shitsville, man. Shitsville, that record is not good, man. That record is, I listen to Shitsville maybe once.
Get the fuck about the toilet seat.
Yeah, I listen to that record maybe once in a while, but Shitsville for me is like, that's an automatic skip if I'm listening to it. Like, just off of as soon as that first 3 seconds are, you just hit next on that. I'm cool on that.
It starts off really aggressive. With that beat.
That's why I don't like it. And then you have fucking Danny Brown on the hook. Like, that record's just annoying to me. That's all it is. That's our top 10 albums of the year.
Facts. Hate it, rate it, give us a comment on my Instagram, not on Edwin's.
Yeah, not on mine. It's AB-2 underscores. It's AB2 dash and Telatalk on Instagram.
I'm still waiting to get
and Twitter.
Dash.
Huh?
Still waiting to get one.
Well, they're kicking everybody off. I don't know who has AB Dash normally. You better hope it's the bot. I guess now we can get into the
movies?
Decade or the movies. Oh, let's get into the movies.
Let's do it in the movies.
All right, go with the movies.
Top 5 movies of the
year. You have the top. You have the whole movie list. I have to go through the movie list. Go number 5. Go to your number 5.
My number 5. Top 5 movies of the year. This is AB Dash's opinion. Detective Pikachu.
Is that the movie where Ryan Reynolds plays the voice of Pikachu? He does the voiceover?
Yes.
Oh, come on, man.
This shit was...
Explain that. I like the guy from that movie, though. Yeah. The actor that was on... what's his name? You know his actual name?
I don't know his actual name, but he's on the Get Down.
He's on the Get Down. That's what it was.
So to me, this is exactly what I want from a movie like this. It's fun. It's simple. Like, I figured out the ending, like, in the first 20 minutes. Like, the twist or whatever. Yeah. But it's entertaining.
What twist did you think that was going to be on the fucking...
Nah, you haven't seen it, and I don't want to spoil it.
Nigga, I'm not going to watch that movie.
Right,
I'll tell you that right now.
So, basically, you know how the Pikachu talks, right?
Yeah.
It's his dad.
Okay.
Alright, bet. All right. But I figured that out really early.
Then you should have said a spoiler on that first because I was watching that movie.
Nah, people got to use context clues.
I mean, yeah, if he's saying he doesn't want to spoil it, I'm like, spoil that. Then, yeah, you should know.
Fuck out of here.
Alright. You can go to... Until you get to 3, then I'll also do my top 3 because I don't have top 5 movies of
number 4, I got Toy Story 4. Mm-hmm.
I have not seen that movie yet. I would have 4 if that's what it is. Because
this shit is really good. First of all, like
I told you this movie was good a while ago.
I didn't know that like animation has gotten so good.
Nigga, I told you this a million. You this nigga literally told me for like 20 minutes. Niggas watch Toy Story as an adult.
I love Toy Story. Fuck out of here.
The animation that Pixar does is nigga bar none. Who makes better animation than they do?
That shit was ridiculous.
Like who makes that?
It's funny. It's wholesome. It was very heartfelt. It was a good story. Mm-hmm. I'm not tired of the characters yet. I got some good development. Like, I wish it was longer. That's the best thing about a movie. You wish it was longer.
Facts. I mean...
I didn't want it to end. But I'm happy with the ending as well. It's tough to do.
I guess we can get into 3. Now I can get into this 3. I got Lego the movie.
Legoland?
Oh, I didn't have a Lego movie. I didn't know they had a Lego movie.
Is that really your 3?
No, my 3 would be the Avengers Endgame. Would be my 3 of the year.
Damn, that's my number 1.
Is that your number 1? I was about to say I doubt that. Yeah, Avengers Endgame is just a classic superhero. I don't really like superhero movies like that, but the way that movie's done, it's like a very action film and shit. I like it. I like that movie.
You think a movie with Mark Ruffalo in it is gonna be my top 5?
I know who Mark Ruffalo is, nigga.
He's Hulk.
Oh, yeah, I do not like that guy, so to be honest. Number 3, who you got?
Number 3, I got The Irishman.
That's kind of disrespectful. Why?
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, you watch more movies than I do. I don't really watch I watch the same movies over and over.
I think when you hear my number 1, you're gonna be like, all right.
Oh shit! I didn't know that Hobbs and Shaw came out. Damn, that might be my number 2.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a movie with Jason Statham and fucking
Kevin Hart.
No, it's Jason Statham, The Rock, and then Idris Elba.
Kevin Hart is not in Hobbs and Shaw?
Nigga, I think you think about Jumanji, nigga. That's the only movie those 2 niggas are in it together. So yeah,
Jumanji 2 coming soon.
Your number 3 was The Irishman.
We all know about The Irishman.
Yeah, we talked about The Irishman recently, so we don't have to talk about it. Number 2 for me was Joker. I like that movie a lot. I thought Joaquin Phoenix killed that. It would have been my number 1 had my number 1 not came out at the end of the year.
Damn, we already know what it is.
Yeah, we already know what it is.
My number 2 is it's this Korean movie called Parasite. Mm-hmm. I think
I've actually heard of that movie.
You would like it. The plot is really cool. It's really entertaining. It's funny, but it's also like comes from like that perspective of like thriller almost of like there's certain things that happen in the movie that make you wonder like what the fuck is going on. Yeah. Plus, it's like a super well thought out. Like you ever seen Ocean's 12? Like any of those
Ocean's 11?
Ocean's 11.
I've seen Ocean's 11. That movie's really good.
Like those heist movies.
I like those. I love heist movies like that.
Imagine like
movies like that.
A heist movie.
Yeah.
But it's just you wanting to live in somebody's house.
What?
Then you gotta watch it, bro.
I guess I do gotta watch it. That shit nigga confused me the fuck out of me. Number 1, to no surprise to anybody, The Irishman was my favorite movie of the year.
To Robert De Niro, greater than sign Al Pacino.
To put all those 3, everybody who was in that movie and made it fit so well with all the big names, and to pretty much end up that might wrap up of the movies that these three or even with Martin Scorsese, this might be his last movie that he makes with any of these actors. I think that movie was well deserved for a movie in 2019 to grasp 3 hours and 45 minutes of my time and me not checking my phone to see who hit me up or nothing like that.
When you were watching it, I saw this complaint, but I didn't have this complaint.
What was it?
When you're watching it, the stuff they did with the aging, like on the people, did you notice that shit? Like, did it look weird to you at some points?
Like when they shot Robert De Niro in the light, you can see it a little bit. But like, if that's what you're focused, if that's your only fucking like knock on a 3 hour and 45 movie, alright, nigga, you reaching for something.
I didn't even notice that shit.
I noticed it a little bit when they were transitioning through like like. The beginning when he was when he was younger and they put the CGI on there.
Super young?
Yeah, that's when you will see it the most. When he got older, like extremely older, you can see it.
But when you got to his real age,
he looked fine.
I guess you don't have to do shit.
Yeah, he looks fine. He looked fine there, like 100%. You can see it a lot with Joe Pesci. That's what niggas were complaining about. You could see it a lot with Joe Pesci because Joe Pesci's old, but he's not that old, nigga. They made that nigga like he was like 2 minutes away from dying.
Joe Pesci's best movie is Home Alone.
That's disrespectful, nigga. I love Home Alone, though, nigga. I watch Home
Alone is super
I watch
fun.
Home Alone every Christmas.
Home Alone is super
I watch Home Alone every Christmas.
Top 5 Christmas movie. Home Alone is up there.
Nah, Die Hard's number 1.
Friday After Next.
That came out on...
It's a Christmas movie, though.
It has to come out on Christmas to be a Christmas movie, doesn't it?
True.
Or it just has to be Christmas themed?
It has to have Christmas in it.
Alright. Your number 1, who you got?
Joker. That's my number 1 movie of the year.
That's surprising. I definitely would have thought you would have Irishman over Joker, to be honest.
I like the Joker more. I like
The Joker was definitely a lot more artsy than like.
I just like it's that character.
Yeah. Well, Joaquin Phoenix smokes every fucking character that he does.
Like he made me give a fuck about the Joker. I didn't really care about him before.
Yeah, it is hard to sympathize with a villain.
For sure.
So
for sure.
yeah, that's I can see that happening right there.
The only thing I have to criticize.
That laughing shit still bothers me, nigga. Like, he laughed too much on that fucking movie, dog.
Chill, bro. He's off some medications.
He was off the shit.
He didn't have any tussin.
So, this nigga still got the great value Robitussin.
Yo, Joker off the tussin? That's insane.
That's how you want to end it right there? That's what you want to end it? Alright, so now we can get into the decades. Now we can get into the decade... albums of the decade.
That was clean. Albums of the decade. Yeah. That's 2010 to 2019.
19, yeah.
That's a decade. Do the math. My album of the decade?
Well, we gotta start from 10 again.
Jesus.
10 again. Oh, hold on. My mic is far away. Hold on. So, we gotta start from 10 again.
I don't really think... We can just, like, talk about albums, bro, because I can't get you 10.
I can give you more than 10. I can give
you 10, but I feel bad about leaving shit out.
Yeah, because, like, putting it into the list of just 10, then that should be difficult, to be honest.
Justin Timberlake, Man of the Woods.
Definitely not on there. If I had to try to give you 10...
Wait, when was the 2020 experience?
2020 experience was...
That shit is fire.
2020 experience. It had to be before. Maybe like 2008, maybe. Experience Justin Timberlake.
Nah, it's right after Magna Carta Holy Grail.
2012. 2012 was the 2020 experience. But that wouldn't crack my top.
That's cracking my top 50.
But yeah, that's the thing. We have
my top 20.
That's the thing. We have top 10s of it. But I have 16 records right. It's 16 albums right here.
The A$AP Rocky sex tape in my top 10.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
A$AP Rocky got an album in your top 10?
Since Andrews too pussy to
Alright, bro.
Put 10 in a list.
Alright, let's go.
I'll give
Tim Butterflies on there.
Well, if we're just running down 10, no order. Channel Orange is on there. To Pimp Butterflies on there.
Blonde is on there for me.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is on there for me. So I have 3. You have 3. Good Kid, Mad City. I can tell you right now. I don't have to put it in order, but Good Kid, Mad City will be number 1 for me, no matter what.
It's not on there for me.
It would be number 1 for me.
If I want to do one artist,
Watch the Thrones on there for me.
I'm not gonna do that because I want to put Yeezus and Beautiful Fantasy.
Exactly. Watch the Thrones on there for me. Pinata's on there for me. Currents is on there for me. The Tame Impala album. Because of the internet, it's on there for me. And if I had to put that in a number, I'd definitely put that in middle 05.
Seat of the Table's on there for me.
Seat of the Table is up there for me. That would be top 5 for me. I don't want to... It is hard to give decades... Because if we did a decade, we have to do like 25 at least.
Honestly?
10 wouldn't be enough.
Wolf is on there for me.
Wolf was really good.
Nothing Was the Same is on there for me.
Yeah, you already named way more than 10, my nigga. If we're just running way more than 10, then Kaleidoscope Dream is on there for me. Acid Rap would be on there for me.
2014 Forest Hill Drive.
That's on there for me. Take Care is on there for me.
Take Care.
Nothing Was the Same's on there for me. What else would be on there for me? What haven't we named? Okay, man. City, Pinata, Kaleidoscope.
Every Ghostface album that dropped this decade.
Fact. House of Balloons on there for me.
Oof. Can we just put Trilogy?
If we put the Trilogy, that's not fair. Because if we put the Trilogy, then I have to be able to put Endless and Blonde in one.
No, you can't. No, you don't have to.
Because if I get both, then that would be very high for me. Because I like Endless more than Blonde, but Blonde is still a really good album.
But I feel like if you put them together, you'd be like, man, this shit is too long.
Nigga, and the Trilogy isn't? The Trilogy is long as fuck. I definitely... Ep.10 definitely took us out of some arguments for the decade. Alright, nigga, relax. He took us out of some arguments for the decade. Even though I am going to post a decade list of just a 10 eventually. Probably next week. Probably next week I'll do it. And I'll put it on the Telatalk Twitter and Instagram. You know how much
music came out in 2016 alone?
Don't give a fuck. It's to the point of you have to knock out albums to do that. You have to knock out albums that we like but aren't to the caliber of the other albums.
We got to do a tournament bracket.
I guess, but that shouldn't be hard, to be honest.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna do that right now, live on the pod.
No, you're not gonna do that live on the pod because we have to put in more albums and CDs.
We doing what's on here. Tournament bracket.
We only have like 15 albums on here.
Hey, yo, mind your business, bro. Come on.
That's a small bracket.
We'll do like a tournament name.
What album would you say you listened to the most in the decade? Like album that you went back to listen to the most, like 100%. I can tell you mine for sure. It'd be Currents for me. It'd be Currents and Channel Orange for me, or Pinata. One of those three. Kaleidoscope Dream is also on there. Watch the Throne is also on there. That's the problem. A lot of these albums, most of them are classic albums. I'll say Because of the Internet is a classic album.
Because of the Internet is a classic album.
Pinata is a classic album. 2014 is the classic album for J. Cole. We have two arguably classic albums from Drake. I think Nothing Was the Same is his classic album if he has one. A Seat at the Table is undoubtedly a classic. Both of the Kendricks are a classic. My Dark Twisted Fantasy is a classic album. Acid Rap is a classic. Mostly that's the thing. I think you have to qualify it in that. Like, if most of these albums are classic albums, it doesn't really matter what the other albums were. They were good, but you weren't on this level. Like Oxymoron was a really, really, really good album, and we listened to the album a lot, but it doesn't reach the caliber of these albums. And I hate that we keep using Schoolboy Q as a fucking
example
of everything. Because we fuck with Q heavy.
Habits and Contradictions. That's top 25 this decade.
In the beginning of this decade,
top 50.
Tell us what AB Dash was doing in the beginning of this decade. 09.
What was I doing in the beginning of
this
decade?
Take us back to AB Dash in 09. AB Dash in 09 was in what grade?
Shit, I don't even
know
grade? When that was.
Yeah, you was in 8th grade for sure. You was in 8th grade. You was in 8th grade.
It's field day. Everyone is crying. They're not going to see each other again.
Oh, yeah, I was one of those niggas that was crying at the end of school day.
Shout out to Nina Sanchez.
I don't know who that is.
Went to the 8th grade banquet.
I remember that shit.
Still follow her on the gram. We're mutuals, bro.
About to have to unfollow her now.
She's like a flight attendant now. She vlogs and shit. So
shout out to you then.
Tune in on that shit. I don't know that name, but just find it somehow.
Yeah.
8th grade me will. Fuck, bro. I failed geometry. Got kicked into regular math.
My son definitely had the nose piercing at that time. The lip piercing at that time.
I got the lip piercing the year after. My freshman year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. People who don't follow you on Instagram, I wonder what they think you look like. After that nose
maniac.
Nigga said a maniac.
Imagine like Danny Brown with the old haircut. That's what I look like.
Nigga, you don't like
and the teeth.
You don't like Danny Brown with the old haircut.
Mixed with a little Ricky Martin though, and some the subway nigga who was touching kids.
All right, this nigga just compared himself to a fucking pedophile. What a weirdo.
Appearance wise, that's all. Or like Paul Blart.
Who dominated the decade as an artist? It had to be Drake.
El Drake.
Yeah, it had to be Drake, 100%. You have to give Drake there.
There's no one else who was so.
Ye was in the beginning. Ye and Hov were for sure.
Like Drake and Beyonce.
Yeah,
that's it.
Drake, B, Ye, and Hov that dominated this decade for sure.
And Rihanna, she didn't even make music for half the decade.
That's a fact. Well, Hov dropped like 3 albums in this decade. That's it. Ye dropped
4.
Arguably his best album in the decade for sure.
2 of his best.
No, he just was an okay album, but it wasn't as good as people make it seem. It is that's Kanye's Blonde.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Blonde is 808s.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because Blonde is. You might have a point there. Yeah, actually, you might have a point there. That might be his 808s, but 808s is never considered to be his best album.
Some people.
It's his most impactful album, but not his best album.
Well, we gotta wait for what comes after Blonde to see that.
I guess. I mean, we've heard a little bit of that.
Niggas dropping about shipping containers. Pills.
I guess we can end this.
Wait. Where were you 10 years ago? A decade ago.
What?
What were you doing 10 years ago?
10 years ago, I was a freshman in high school.
Damn.
10 years ago,
you were a virgin.
Nah. I don't know. I can't.
Another male lost to the system.
10 years ago, I was definitely sport heavy. I played every sport in high school, every major sport except soccer. 10 years ago, I was definitely just worried about bagging bitches on the Motorola Razr for sure.
And wearing polo rugbies.
Polo rugbies for sure, for sure. Polo rugbies in this hot ass heat in the summertime. Where those rugbies are like thick as shit. I was wearing polo rugbies heavy.
Whenever they made the polos rugby out of those, they can make that into spaceships.
They're supposed to meant for you to play rugbies in.
That shit is like crazy. Cotton should not be able to do that.
That shit's more than cotton, nigga. That shit's like bulletproof as cotton or some shit like that. That shit is hot. Yeah, it was a lot of polo at that time, a lot of Jordans at that time. That was just as the cusp of the sneakerhead little movement was coming out. I was definitely heavy polo, heavy preps.
That's back before they raped retros.
Yeah, it was a heavy preppy look for me. Definitely bagging bitches who was a senior and I was a freshman. I would love to hear what Xavier was doing 10 years ago.
Oh, bro. Let me tell you. I don't even know.
Xavier the type of nigga that would wear a tank top to school, like a wife beater to school.
Nah, that's not his wife at all. That's nasty.
A wife beater with jeans.
Ew, bro, that's nasty. You know what? Maybe 15 years ago, not 10.
15 years? How are you trying to make Xavier beat, nigga? That nigga's not that old.
Like when he was 8 or 9, he was definitely walking around with the wife beater.
That's a different type of nigga. And this out with what brand dominated? Damn. Supreme definitely was heavily dominant. Supreme, I was on the cusp of like, all right, it was a new artist, and now it's just like an artist is popped up. I think it's Drake. Supreme is Drake to me. Right, I think
now. Louis and Gucci.
This whole year, this whole decade.
Yeah.
You think so?
I would think so.
09,
especially towards like the latter half.
The latter half for sure. The latter half for sure. I think Preem was definitely heavy. Kif in the beginning also was too.
Honestly, like if we're including,
we're including everything, any brand.
Even just not a brand, but like that stretch from like Pyrex to Off-White to Louis. That's
you got Virgil. Virgil dominated. Virgil
different one.
Dominated. Virgil took what Kanye was doing and did it, but with Nike and Louis Vuitton.
That's just different. Yeah. That was the whole decade, start to finish.
That was the whole decade, start to finish.
Pyrex, HBA, Pyrex.
Yeah. Pyrex. Mm-hmm. Then it was Off-White.
And now what he's doing
now. Louis Vuitton. Damn, Virgil had a great decade, my nigga. Great decade.
That's a 3-step layup.
That's a decade right there, nigga. That's a Euro step. That's a James Harden Euro step right there. I think the last thing that we wanted to talk about was to leave it off on this. It was the Adam Sandler movie coming out on the A24.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems
coming out on Christmas.
I think this I don't know. This movie definitely, to me, seems like it's early Sandler vibes.
Early Sandler.
Like, it's going to be a good movie. It's not going to be a movie that's just going to make a lot of money.
It's not Jack and Jill?
Definitely not Jack and Jill.
This movie's already making tons of money.
Oh, it's making a lot of money because Sandler just is a face that sells a lot.
People are seeing him in a serious role. Apparently, this is Oscar worthy. I'm going to see it for sure. It comes out on Christmas.
Yeah. The story is about a jeweler.
Yep.
Who is making wages on games
and gambling.
Like, he's gambling on games, but like he's paying players to like
do certain things.
Yeah.
Shave points.
Kevin Garnett's heavy in the movie.
Lakeith Stanfield is in there.
He plays his own character. He plays sense. Kevin Garnett himself. Great. That looks like a great movie to.
The Weeknd. Apparently, Adam Sandler and The Weeknd are best friends now.
Yeah, The Weeknd's in the movie, I think.
Yeah, he's in the movie.
So that's why he has that fucking cut that he has right now, where he looks like Bruno Mars.
Yeah, he had to get that for the movie.
Okay, he's definitely playing a Dominican in that movie. 100%. He looks Dominican in that movie. I
can't wait for him to say "Que lo que."
That if he does that shit and does it with a stupid tone, I'm turning the movie off in the movie theater. Nigga. I'm unplugging that fucking projector.
It's gonna be a meme forever.
Is this widely spreaded? Like
people are really looking forward to this.
I'm saying, is the movie available in every movie theater?
Yeah.
You already know where I'm going with this. I'm going to the bistro with this one, boy.
You going what?
To the bistro.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm going to that. You already know.
That's gonna be fire.
I guess we'll end this off here. Telatalk season 7, episode 10, the finale.
Finale.
By the time we come back, this will be the new start of the decade. A better Telatalk. More blessings. Thank everybody for listening. We will have an episode next week, but it will be a B-side episode. So those who like the mix, listen to it.
Some music, some ad-libs.
Thank you for listening.
Happy Christmas, happy holidays.
Yeah, happy New Year. No, we'll be back for New Year's.
We'll be back, maybe. Yeah. Who knows? If you're Jewish and you have a menorah, light that shit up.
Yeah. Follow us on Telatalk on Instagram and Twitter.
Be sure to let us know what you got for Christmas. I'll be rating all of your Christmas presents. If it's under a 5, you have to take it back to the person.
Alright, yeah, do that. Tag Telatalk on your Christmas gift. AB- will be doing a live stream of your gifts.
Alright, see you next year.
Shout out to all the guests that we had on this year. TSB, Xavier. Who else we had on? Stuyvesant. Yeah, follow AB- AB2_.
Do not follow Tokyo E.
Facts. See y'all season 8.